Okay, Unit 7, Lecture 2B. I want you to look at the picture I have up there. You'll probably see it on your SOL. I like to throw up a few pictures from this time. I'm going to try and remember to put a couple more up, okay? So American businessmen then, with the help of American politicians, try to gain access or entrance to foreign markets in several ways, all right? During the presidency of William McKinley, Secretary of State John Hay, who's very important, you gotta remember John Hay's name, and McKinley, proposed the open door policy. The open door policy has to do with China. Now I want you to remember this, okay? So open doors, China. This policy wanted to give all nations equal trading rights in China. Its goal was to open to American businessmen the Chinese market from which they had previously been excluded, mainly because the other powers were there first. Other powers, I'm talking about Germany, I'm talking about Britain, I'm talking about France, and I'm talking about Japan. Okay, so all of those were in China first, and they had all carved out little spheres of influence. Spheres of influence are these areas here. That's an area where that power, the Europeans, have dominant and are both politically and economically and militarily in control, have authority of those areas of China. So it also, besides opening the door to trade, urges all foreigners in China to obey Chinese law and observe practices of fair competition. So Hay wants to open China to American businessmen. And if you think that makes sense, China's got a ton of people, right? It's got a huge population. We're just there late, okay? We were late arrivers. So Hay's going, hey, everybody, we're here now. Why don't we all open up and let's play fair in China, okay? Let's let this be a market for everybody, okay? Okay, so that's open door policy. That's Secretary of State John Hay, and that's under William McKinley. Another practice that's going to come, or another or innovation or idea out of our politicians, will be William Howard Taft. When he's president, he's going to expand upon the open door policy by advocating for or calling for dollar diplomacy. All right, dollar diplomacy. Taft wants to use to encourage American business, especially in Latin America, South and Central America. Okay, so through dollar diplomacy, Taft is saying American businesses should go down to South and Central America and invest. And don't worry about a thing. If local unrest for any reason threatens your investments, he'll send the U.S. military down there to intervene. Okay, so this is going to help encourage American businesses to grow, all right, help expand, okay? And we'll see, partially as a result of these two policies, growth in international trade occurring from the late 1800s to World War I. This will be the first period of a true global economy. And I've just got up here how many times the Marines are going to intervene in Latin and Central and South America early in the 20th century. Okay, so both open door policy and dollar diplomacy are American attempts to engage in economic imperialism. All right. The United States is also going to embark upon limited policies of political imperialism. And as you can see here, it's not that very limited, okay? And political is a polite way of saying military, all right? Because our military gets involved when we can't coerce or change behavior with the dollar. All right, I'm going to end right there for a second and pick up again with the next part.